I'm Batman, and welcome back to GregTech. Whee!
Oh, my ears.
Camera screwing up. Welcome back to GregTech, where Buddha has been very busy making us a little wine cellar here,
Yeah,
which is not
with
quite
the
done yet.
ugliest
Like we
roof
still
possible.
need some of the stuff that's actually needed to brew the stuff, but at least we got ferment barrels and
Yeah,
a penguin bath. Yay!
but that's for a later time.
Yeah.
You
But
had
to
something
start
important to
off
show us.
today, I've actually been preparing a lot of Formcraft stuff because, I went through this in my old series and I don't really want to spend that long doing it again. So I have done the good old fashioned TV kitchen trick and made one ahead of time. So to start with, we have the alchemical furnace right there. Then I need to go over here and I need to craft these 6 vis filters. Then I'll take my wand over here, put in the filters and my wand, and I can craft these 5 arcane alembics. And then finally, I can go over here, put in the wand one more time, and that's empty of water. So I'll use this one, or I can borrow Buddha's. Oh, I stole Buddha's actually. Grab all of these water jars. And then finally, before Buddha steals his one again, cough cough,
Oh,
I can set up this recipe here and craft a ton of essential tubes. And now I've drained out Buddha's one as well.
put in your little wand.
There we go.
Water. I need
Did
water.
you steal those tubes or?
No, I didn't. Exit the
Uh,
crafting table and re-enter.
No, actually, I think it just glitched on me. Actually, like the first time I shift clicked, it showed me as me making all of them, even though I didn't make all of them. So
Oh, okay.
the numbers seem to match. All right, so we have all of this stuff now. We need a place to set it up, and I'm thinking for now at least we can make use of the magic room here with the enchantment table.
Yeah, probably.
We can fit in a little alchemical furnace here, can't we?
Should we move the book shelves over here to over here?
Well, then it would be covering the window.
Oh,
Like, that's what I wanted to avoid.
right.
But we can set up this. So 1, 2.
3, 4, 5.
Can I reach up there?
Got jump.
There we go. And connect those up, connect those up. Yay. That looks really strange.
That's how
Also-
it's supposed to work?
Yeah.
Huh.
Although that one up there. Oh. Apparently you can't break them with hand.
Pickaxe, maybe.
Yeah, whatever. So basically, now what we can do is we can put down these water jars. No.
I know, I was just testing it. Sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So you can put down these water jars here, and then use them to collect the stuff that you then purify in the
Oh!
alchemical furnace.
How do I unturn that? Okay, there we go. Never mind, we're good.
Why is it connected to everything now?
It's not. I clicked it
that
with my
thing there.
wand.
Yeah. So have you scanned all this shit?
I am working on it.
And scan this thing as well. So basically,
And what thing?
the thing you just picked up, the vis filter, V filter. So what this construction here does is that it allows us to extract the pure essentia from items, as they do. So we need some fuel for this thing. Now the best fuel that you can use is actually the what's it called again? The elementum from Formcraft. It's a very concentrated power source of heat, but it's also it also speeds up the rate at which the arcane alembics can actually refine stuff.
So where do you get this stuff?
You make it in a crucible. For now, I just put in some bamboo charcoal, but we need a crucible. For that, we have a cauldron here, and then we need some netherrack if we have some anywhere, because we need a fire underneath this. Do we have netherrack, Buddha?
We should, yeah, somewhere. Oh, yeah, check my chest.
We should have like a couple of random pieces lying around. There we go, 45. I found them. And then we need to set up this somewhere near a water source and somewhere that's not that flammable.
Well, these trees are out.
Well, I was just thinking of maybe setting it up like right here.
Oh, okay.
So if we put down that there, actually let's move that down one block further. Put that there.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
And then we light it on fire.
This shit is on fire.
Why will it not light on fire? It won't allow me to light it on fire.
Throw me the thingy.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, and then we can put the cauldron on top, and then you right-click that with a wand.
Oh.
Wand it.
Working on that.
And now we can fill it with water. With water. There we go.
Damn it.
And once they start bubbling, we can actually do alchemy in it.
Ow, ow, hot, it's bubbly.
Yeah, it's bubbling. So, we don't really have that many alchemical recipes. Like, we can make the elementum, which basically means that we need to have ignis, potentio, and potentia in the cauldron. And then we need to put in the trigger item, which, if you look at the recipe inside the book, is you can see it's a piece of coal or charcoal. You're not looking in your book, are you?
I don't have my book on me. Okay, hold on.
Alright, let's try that again, shall we? So, the way that you use the crucible is that you look up the recipe first of all, and then you see what aspects you need to have present in the crucible and in which amounts. And then once you have ensured that you have those in there, you can, if you have the goggles, you can just look at the cauldron and it'll actually show what's in there. Then you basically just toss in the trigger item that you see above in the recipe page, and then you obtain your item.
Okay, so I can just throw these in.
Well, I don't know what you're throwing in.
I'm throwing in all the stuff that'll give us the...
Like, the thing is, I can't see it because you're standing over on the crucible, so anything that shows up...
Okay, well...
But I don't know if it'll actually show up with the... No, it won't.
Alright, so we should have everything we need.
Yeah, I can't see it because I don't have goggles.
There, 2 of them.
But yeah. So these things are actually kind of funny. I don't think you can place them in the world as such. You used to be able to. I don't know if you still can. But they do work as sort of a grenade if you throw them.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Let's
not do that.
Take a backup first.
But basically, up here, if you use those as fuel, and then you put in some stuff that you want to refine, then it'll be able to refine it much quicker.
So if we want Terra, I can just like...
throw in some dirt, and it'll very rapidly separate out. But then again, since I don't have the goggles, I can't actually see anything of what's going on.
Oh, here.
Like, we really need to get a second pair of these. But yeah, as you can see, it's going in rather rapidly. Let's just quickly grab some of this out.
And it's lasting a long time.
It does, yeah. But
I think I'll grab some more dirt.
Well, we don't need that much Terra.
Oh, okay.
Like the half stack, like I took out half a stack again, and that should be enough to fill up an entire jar of dirt.
So how about clay? Will that give us Terra or water?
It'll most likely give a bit of both. Like, you can just scan it and see what it gives.
Well, it gives water and Terra, but it gives one of each.
Yeah, and then it'll give one of each. But we don't want that stuff. We want the stuff that we need to actually craft, you know, whatever we need to make. So if it's still a wood 1 course, then you can see we need a bit of every single basic element and some magic. Whereas if we want to craft, let's see, a pickaxe of the core, we'll need some fire and some sensors and some pathodio, which is the mining aspect.
So we need tools of sorts.
Well, if you want the mining aspect, then you need pickaxes. That's basically it. So stone pickaxes is normally my go-to choice for that sort of thing. But again, it depends on what you want to make. And then once you've decided what you want to make, then you see what items do I need to refine in order to obtain it, or to make this. Or you see what essentials do I need to get.
We could just burn iridium and get 2 of everything.
Yeah.
And yes, I know that's a waste. I'm not actually suggesting that.
Well, if you were, then you were being silly.
Being very silly. Alright, I'll make some pickaxes. How's that sound?
Well, do we want to make a pickaxe of the core? Like, the thing, it's a nice tool, but it doesn't really work that well in GregTech, because I don't think it actually shows the GregTech ores.
Oh, right. Well, what about Silverwood Wand?
The Silverwood Wand would be a much better choice. The Axe of the Stream would also be a good choice. But don't have the research for that just yet.
Okay, so we need a little bit of everything with the Silverwood Wand.
Yeah, all the basic elements and then some magic on top of that. So in order to get like the magic elements, I like using ender pearls. They're pretty good for that. Let me just quickly scan one, because I don't have one scan for some reason. But yeah, they actually only have 2 magic. Okay, that's not too great then. Blaze powder does have magic, but we don't have a steady source of that yet.
Yeah.
What else do we have that's magical? We have all the shards, of course.
A lot of things that I haven't just scanned.
Yeah, like all the shards we haven't actually scanned.
Well, you haven't.
Well, I haven't, yeah.
I haven't scanned amber, which is really weird because we collect the crap out of it.
I just managed to scan it before you picked it up, so...
What about this mundane belt?
How about these magic planks? They're just wood, yeah. Great wood planks I haven't scanned. They're also just wood. And
the arcane pedestal that you have
great
in
wood
surplus,
logs. I do believe
actually.
great wood logs. Yes, they have magic in them, so that's a way to get it at least. Rather reliably. So that's the thing. Silver wood logs, I think, also have magic aspect, or they have the pure aspect. No, they have order and magic. Okay. So that would also not be such a bad thing, except that silver wood logs, of course, are a hell of a lot harder to get than. Moss stone also has it, but that's also not a resource that we can reliably create, I think. Not yet, at least.
No, we need the biomes of plenty moss for that one. Or a moistener.
Moistener, yeah.
Moistener.
Moistener. There is the it's not smooth sandstone, it's chiseled sandstone, I think, that has it, yeah. So if we do this and then look at not that. Silly Jerry. Chiseled sandstone, yeah, that has magic as well.
And a couple others.
Yeah.
So, bonus.
But yeah, there are all these sorts of things, and as before, I would say that let's not refine stuff on camera, because that's really, really boring to look at.
It is.
So this is the sort of stuff that we do off camera. Now there is one more thing that we need to, I think at least, that we need to take care of before we can, like, in order to fill jars fully.
Yeah.
And do it reliably, we need to get labels on them, so because the labels are what allows us to actually get suction. Now that sounds a bit strange, I know, but
are you saying it allows us to tell it where to put things?
Basically, the way that the FormCraft system with Essentia works is that it's not based on pushing, it's based on pulling, and whatever pulls the hardest is what's winning. And it's a bit backwards in relation to how pipes normally work in other Minecraft mods. So I just make these jar labels here. If we had the tuning fork as well, we would be able to see exactly how that works. But for now, I can demonstrate this rather simply. So we put these 2 jars here. One of them is full, and one of them is near full, and one of them is not anywhere near full. And if we then combine them like that. Let's just quickly move that over here instead. So right now nothing's happening.
Okay.
But if I then put a label on that one, you can see it starts sucking from the other glass. And that's because this one is now labeled as an earth jar. It sucks harder than the empty one here. Which then makes the Terra move from one over to the other.
No kidding. Dude,
Now,
that's cool.
we have some water in here, so let's get that out. And
I'm having fun with that.
so you're just
Yeah, I was just
stuff
making them suck. It sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
The only reason there was some water in there is I cooked a couple pieces of clay.
Yeah.
If we do this though, oh.
Well, there isn't anything left in there, but you can see there now it's actually overflowing with water. There's still some water in there supposedly, but because we don't have the tuning fork,
I'll just.
Like whenever you see these little clouds of stuff puff out, it means that there's competing suction from. Why are we cooking clay?
Because water and earth. Fill these 2 jars up and call them quits.
Yeah, but the issue is over there.
Oh.
It decided to put the earth in the bottom one and the water in the second one.
Oh, gotcha.
But now it's swapped around, so this is one of the reasons why these alembics are a pain in the dick if you don't have a golem actually manning them. Like having a golem man these things is one of the best investments you can ever make. In my opinion. So we can do this, and then you can see you have the competing suction actually.
Now, is this like escaping?
No, but it does mean that there is basically right here there is a conflict between what like 2 different suctions are equally strong, and it can only show off the one suction at a time, or rather only one type of essence can pass through the pipe at any one time. It's a bit confusing. But basically, yeah, there's a conflict between what sucks harder right now, and am I even getting these back when I? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. It's a conflict of suction. That's what it is.
I may have hiccuped. I apologize.
So now we just wasted both of those elementum because we haven't been refining enough stuff to actually use them properly. So the question is whether we should just toss in something else to get them going. Well, no, we don't need more water, Buddha. We don't need more water. We need some fire.
Okay, we'll throw in bricks.
No, I'll throw in some netherrack.
Okay.
That'll give even more terra as well, but whatever. Terra there, fire there. Let's get rid of the water. There you go.
Huh.
Now, there is something else that has been added in one of the later versions of FormCraft that I haven't actually played with before, and that's the Essentia crystallization thing. And apparently, this allows us to create a stable single item out of, I don't know, either a full jar of something or a minor, or like a lesser amount of it. I'm not quite sure about the specifics of it, but basically it allows us to turn this liquid essentia into a solid essentia, which we can then use for other stuff, potentially. But in order to do that, we need one of these alchemical constructs here, which is not too bad to make. We just need some essentia valves and some more vis filters and such. That's a bit of stuff for off camera.
Yay.
And then, but like what we really need is to get started on some golems, I think. Like, we need to get a decanting golem.
A decanting?
Or, well, if we research the decanting golem core, and then further on from there should be an alchemy golem. And if we then make an alchemy golem, we can actually have him man the thing up here and automatically put essentia into empty jars. Or into the correctly labeled jars. it's really nifty way of getting it to work reliably without having to have all these pipes with their suction conflicts and other stuff that gets in the way.
Gotcha.
So that's a really worthwhile investment. Me and Trav, we ended up having one on the Agrarian Skies, and we would not have gone as far in Formcraft legit as we did without him. Like that was the saving grace of Formcraft there. Like it turns into a lot of grind if you have to do that manually. So having the golem to do it for you, that's very
helpful.
very helpful. Yeah,
Woo.
Indeed. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Like, we got the alchemy set up, we are ready to actually refine stuff and use the artifice altar, and then hopefully we can soon get get some of the actual funny Formcraft tools, the powerful ones, the good ones.
All the Terra.
And we can,
all the Terra.
Yeah. Maybe we can use some of that at some point. I don't know.
You want to swap goggles?
Sure.
Yay. I enchanted ones, I missed these.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. I know it hasn't been much GregTech lately, but we'll get some GregTech sorted out soon enough. It's just we need to decide what machine to build next, and then we need to start working on some cables and such, and actually maybe even rearrange this a bit more than we have at the moment. But
I just realized if you step this way too much, you're stuck.
Yeah, you are. But again, yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna leave that. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.